Welcome back to the Tiny Tycoon. It's been an exciting week for investors with 4 companies now in the $1 trillion club. These companies' achievements were set in motion in previous decades, and I want to share some of my investment themes for the 2020s as we look for new success. Last year, we saw the rise of TikTok as the 4th most downloadable app, and also the rise of Disney Plus with my favorite, The Mandalorian. We hadn't even heard of Disney Plus or TikTok just a few years ago. My first investment theme is Generation Z. We're now 20% of the population and entering the workforce and moving out. Generation Z thinks differently, and many were given a smartphone or a tablet at a young age. Technology will, of course, play a role in their lives. This is why I'm invested in 5G, data center REITs, and Internet of Things for the long term. You can find investments in technology infrastructure, and the internet today with positive cash flow and dividends, unlike the Wild West of the early 2000s, where investors bought the unknown in the tech sector. You can watch my channel for episodes 11, 12, 13, and 24 for names in 5G, data infrastructure, and the technology space. Generation Z, or Z, cares about the environment. This is an important theme investors will hear more about over the coming months. Private equity giant Blackstone announced this month they will be focusing more on ESG, environment, social governance, going forward. And trust me, there will be much more to come. Have a look at episodes 14 and 23 for names in the climate and ESG space. This is where the next generation will place an emphasis on their investments and their resources, and this is an important theme in my own portfolio. It is also great to make money while helping to decarbonize the planet. My next investment theme is security, and more specifically, online security. We have seen cyber attacks from Russia, North Korea, and Iran. We have seen data breaches at Yahoo, Marriott, Equifax, and Target to connect billions of devices to the internet through IoT. We will clearly need a line of defense. Cybersecurity is another important investment in my portfolio, and you can review episode 17 for some names in this space. Episode 17 also touches on drone security as we see isolated disruptive attacks like the one on the Saudi Arabian oil field. People want to feel safe, and they want their data safe, and they are willing to pay for it. Keep in mind, extra security could also mean 2 internets. One day China creates their own, and the US maintains their own. This could lead me to invest in the FANG stocks in the US and also the BATs in China. The BATs probably won't have the same restrictions as Congress is looking to put on companies like Facebook in the US. My last theme today is the baby boomers. Yes, they're reaching their mid-70s, and yes, they remain an important generation to invest in. They control half of our wealth and spend very little of it. Where you can benefit from their spending over the next decade will be in seniors housing, life insurance, healthcare, travel, and maintaining their homes. I have purchased long-term care and senior REITs and life insurance companies for income and potential growth. Healthcare remains in my portfolio, but we will face some bumpiness ahead of the US election. It's going to be a fascinating decade as small satellites are deployed to bring the internet to the rest of the world. And as the world continues to connect to their devices, cars, and houses, Generation Z will want different experiences and consumer goods than the golden generation and millennials. I am suggesting find themes you are interested in and make long-term capital commitments as we continue to add trillion-dollar companies to the world. Wonder how many there will be on December 31st, 2029. I hope my video today was helpful and have a prosperous day.